Hello, Shining Ones. Megas here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. It's Tarot Tuesday. Do I have a treat for you guys? One, we pulled the Sun card. And secondly, we're going to read the great hymn to the Aten. If you love Egyptian mythology, if you love the sun, the fire of truth, you're going to love today's message. And you know, this hymn, it was written by the pharaoh Akhenaten, and it's you guys know how much I love to read, how much I love books. It's some of the most beautiful writing, the beautiful prose, and you feel it. My friends, it's beautiful. And I read that at least once a year, if you've been on this channel since we started. And then I also read the Hymn of the Pearl from Beauty for Ashes at least once a year. It takes a while to read it, but I don't have words. I feel sorry for people that have never heard those words and the words, that frequency, that truth. My friends, it's beautiful. So the Sun card, you know, of course, it makes us think of joy and warmth, right? It's a positive card, but you can even go deeper into it. You know, the hymn of the Aten, it talks about that without the sun, obviously, there would be no life, right? Every good thing we enjoy is from the sun, and you can take it even deeper than that. It's the fire of truth that removes the darkness, removes ignorance, removes the lie and illusion. My friends, the sun is so beautiful. And you know what, Shining Ones, my Ashavans, you are representations. You are the Shining Ones. You are aspects of the sun. You come from good spirit. You're made of good spirit. You have those same attributes like Daddy. When you walk into an atmosphere, your light runs out the darkness. Your love and your warmth and your kindness and your goodness. My friends, just your existence makes the world beautiful because you are beautiful. You are a beautiful, shining light. All right. I think you guys are going to love this. The great hymn to the Aten. Thou appearest beautifully on the horizon of heaven, thou living Aten, the beginning of life. And when thou art risen on the eastern horizon, thou hast filled every land with thy beauty. Thou art gracious, great, glistening, and high over every land. Thy rays encompass the lands to the limit of all that thou hast made, as thou art ray. Thou reachest to the end of them. Thou subduest them for thy beloved Son. Though thou art far away, the rays are on earth. Though thou art in their faces, no one knows thy going. When thou settest in the western horizons, the land is in darkness, in the manner of death. They sleep in a room with heads wrapped up, nor sees one eye the other. All their goods which are under their heads might be stolen, but they would not perceive it. Even lion has come forth from his den. All creeping things they sting. Darkness is a shroud, and the earth is in stillness. For he who made them rest in his horizon. And at daybreak, when thou arisest on the horizon, when thou shinest as the Aten by day, thou drivest away the darkness and giveth thy rays. The two lands are in festivity every day, awake and standing upon their feet, for thou hast raised them up, washing their bodies, taking their clothing. Their arms are raised in praise at thy appearance. All the world, they do their work. All beasts are content with their pasturage. Trees and plants are flourishing, and the birds which fly from their nests, their wings are stretched out in praise to thy Ka. All beasts spring upon their feet. Whatever flies and alights, they live when thou hast risen for them. The ships are sailing north and south as well, for every way is open at thy appearance. The fish in the river dart before thy face. Thy rays are in the midst of the green great sea. Creator of seed and women, thou who makest fluid into man, who manifest the son in the womb of his mother, who soothest him with that which stills his weeping. Thou nurse even in the womb, who giveth breath to sustain all he has made. When he descends from the womb to breathe on the day he is born, thou open his mouth completely, thou suppliest his necessities. When the chick in the egg speaks within the shell, thou givest him breath within it to maintain him. When thou hast made him his fulfillment within the egg to break it, he comes forth from the egg to speak at his completed time. He walks upon his legs when he comes forth from it. How manifold it is, what thou hast made. They are hidden from the face of man, O sole God, like whom there is no other. Thou didst create the world according to thy desire. Whilst thou wert alone, all men, cattle, and wild beasts, whatever is on earth, going upon its feet, and what is high flying with its wings, the countries of Syria and Nubia, the land of Egypt, thou settest every man in his place. Thou suppliest their necessities. Every one has his food, and his time of life is reckoned. Their tongues are separate in speech, and their natures as well. Their skins are distinguished, as thou distinguished the foreign peoples. And thou makest the Nile in the underworld. Thou bringest forth as thou desirest to maintain the people of Egypt, according as thou madest them for thyself, the Lord of all of them, wearing himself with them, the Lord of every land, rising for them, the Aten of the day, great of majesty. All distant foreign countries thou makest their life also, for thou hast set a Nile in heaven, that it may descend for them and make waves upon the mountains like the great green sea, to water their fields and their towns. How effective they are, thy plans, O Lord of eternity. The Nile in heaven, it is for the foreign peoples, and for the beast of every desert that go upon their feet, while the true Nile comes from the underworld for Egypt. Thy rays suckle every meadow. When thou risest, they live, they grow for thee. Thou makest the seasons in order to rear all that has made, the winter to cool them, and the heat that they may taste thee. Thou hast made the distant sky in order to rise therein, in order to see all thou has made, while thou wert alone, rising in thy form as the living Aten, appearing, shining, withdrawing, or approaching. Thou madest millions of forms of thyself alone, cities, towns, fields, road, and river. Every eye behold thee over against them, for thou art the Aten of the day over the earth. Thou art in my heart, and there is no other that know thee save thy Son. For thou hast made him well versed in thy plans and in thy strength. The world came into being by thy hand, according as thou hast made them. When thou hast risen, they live. When thou settest, they die. Thou art lifetime thy own self, for one lives only through thee. Eyes are fixed on beauty until thou settest. All work is laid aside when thou settest in the west, but when thou risest again, everything is made to flourish for the king, since thou didst found the earth and raise them up for thy Son, who came from thy body, living and youthful forever and ever. Isn't that beautiful, my wonderful friends? You know, for the Magi, the sun, it represents Asha, right? It's that all good spirit. It's that truth. It's that loving parent that it embraces us. Even though the sun seems so far away, it reaches and holds us and heals us and protects us. You know, I love in a lot of the, matter of fact, here it is. I've got my Egyptian Book of the Dead. I was just flipping through, looking at pictures, and the sun, it shows the rays, and there's like hands at the end, right? The rays, they touch us. They're still connected to spirit, but they also touch us, and the rays can actually go into us, right? We're one with that life, that light, that sun. So beautiful, my friends. All right, guys, have a blessed day, and know I love you.
Summoning spirit, one worthy